Have you ever questioned why, despite eating well, exercising, and doing everything correctly, your legs feel weaker? Why does it feel like the steps are becoming steeper? Why does it take a little longer now than it used to just to get out of a chair? Is it simply aging, or is there another factor subtly hurting you? Here's where you might be surprised. It's not always what you're not doing. You're already doing it without even realizing how harmful it is. Most seniors make a quiet mistake every day, and they do it with full confidence, believing they're making the right choice. Why? Because they've been told their whole lives that fruits are healthy, natural, and good. And yes, most of them are. But here's the truth no one is talking about. Not every fruit is suitable for people over 60. In fact, some of the most commonly eaten fruits, the ones you probably have in your kitchen right now, could gradually weaken your legs, trigger knee pain, aggravate joint inflammation, and make walking more difficult. These so-called healthy fruits may actually be harming your mobility, balance, and leg strength. Why? Because our bodies change as we age. Circulation gets weaker, metabolism slows down, and foods that were once helpful can quietly start working against us, especially certain fruits. They may look innocent, they may taste sweet, but some are packed with acids, fast-digesting sugars, and other compounds that raise blood sugar, cause inflammation, and slowly wear down your legs. And the worst part? The damage is gradual, silent, invisible, until one day you notice a sharp pain in your calves, a persistent ache in your thighs, tight knees after a short walk. That's why in today's video, we're revealing the 7 fruits every senior over 60 should avoid, especially if you want to protect your legs from long-term pain, inflammation, or weakness. You'll never look at your fruit bowl the same way again. So stick around until the end. Your legs may be waiting for this wake-up call. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss important health updates like this. And comment below. Tell us where you're watching from. Type 1 if this video resonates with you and 0 if it doesn't. Your voice matters. Now, let's dive into the first fruit on the list, the one that's often praised for reducing inflammation, but may actually be doing the opposite. 1. Pineapple, the sneaky inflammation booster. Tropical, juicy, refreshing. Pineapple has long been praised for its health benefits, especially its anti-inflammatory enzyme called bromelain. But here's the twist. While many believe pineapple helps fight inflammation, it may be secretly triggering it, especially in aging bodies. Why? Because pineapple is loaded with natural acids and fast-acting sugars, and after 60, your blood vessels become more delicate. They can't buffer sugar spikes the way they used to. Even though bromelain has benefits, pineapple delivers a huge rush of sugar into your bloodstream. That sudden spike can injure the tiny blood vessels that feed your legs and muscles. Over time, weaker circulation means less oxygen reaches your legs. That leads to pain, fatigue, and swelling, even after a short stroll. That dull, dragging ache in your thighs, that stiffness in your knees. It might be the pineapple you had for breakfast. And don't forget the acid. It can irritate joints, especially in people already dealing with arthritis or inflammation. For many seniors, pineapple acts like fuel to the fire, intensifying that burning sensation in the knees, hips, and ankles. Some people even report their legs feeling heavier after eating pineapple, like their strength is slowly fading. But there's another problem. If you take medication, especially blood thinners, bromelain can interact with your drugs, either making them too strong or too weak. That's not something most people think about when slicing up a pineapple. And here's the most dangerous part. There are no obvious warning signs, no sharp pains, no immediate symptoms. The damage builds quietly, day by day, until suddenly your mobility is gone. What's worse? Most seniors have no idea the fruit they're eating for health may be behind their year-over-year loss of leg strength. So, should you give up pineapple entirely? Not necessarily, but you need to be aware. If you're already dealing with leg pain or unexplained swelling, it might be time to rethink this tropical treat. Because if a fruit with anti-inflammatory properties can be this damaging, what about the next one? It's soft, it's sweet, it's famous for boosting potassium and preventing cramps. But it might be fooling you. Up next, 2. Bananas. The muscle imposter. Soft, sweet, and high in potassium, bananas are a classic health food. They're believed to boost energy, prevent cramps, and support muscle function. But for seniors, the story is very different. Bananas are packed with natural sugar and fast-digesting carbohydrates. This combination causes rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by sharp crashes. And as we age, our bodies become less efficient at handling these fluctuations. Insulin resistance increases, circulation slows, and inflammation quietly builds. You might not notice it right away, but over time, bananas can contribute to soreness when walking or climbing stairs, heavy legs after meals, morning stiffness, swollen ankles, or feet, and there's more. Bananas cause fluid retention, especially in those with heart conditions. That leads to puffy joints, swollen feet, stiff legs after sitting. You think you're fueling your muscles, but the truth is, bananas may be draining your strength. The real problem? It's subtle. There's no dramatic moment when it hits you. But if you often feel heaviness or discomfort in your legs and you eat bananas regularly, you may want to take a break and see how your body reacts. Because if something as basic as a banana can do this, what about something even smaller? Let's move to the next fruit. 3. Grapes. The tiny inflammation triggers. They look innocent. They taste sweet. They're heart healthy, right? But for seniors, grapes can be secret saboteurs. Why? Grapes are loaded with fructose, a natural sugar that's processed directly by your liver. Unlike glucose, which your muscles can use, fructose heads straight to the liver and turns into fat and uric acid. And here's the issue. Uric acid can build up in your joints, especially in your toes, knees, and ankles. That's where the pain begins. Silent, subtle, and nagging. Do you ever feel burning or stiffness in your big toe at night? Have you noticed your calves tightening for no clear reason? Is walking becoming just slightly harder than before? If yes, grapes may be fueling the problem, especially if you eat them frequently. And the inflammation doesn't stop at uric acid. Fructose also drives chronic low-grade inflammation, which impacts flexibility, comfort, and blood flow to the legs. What's more, grapes are dangerously easy to overeat. They're light, bite-sized, and often eaten straight from the bag. Before you know it, you've consumed several cups and a huge sugar load. This is especially hard on aging bodies, where sugar clearance slows dramatically. You may think grapes are a smart snack, but if you've been struggling with joint pain, stiffness, or even just tired legs, this little fruit could be quietly making it worse. So what could be even sneakier than grapes? How about a fruit that looks like water, but acts like sugar? Time to talk about watermelon, the fake hydrator. 4. Watermelon, the sugar trap in disguise. Refreshing, juicy, and nearly all water, watermelon seems like the perfect hydrating fruit. But here's what most seniors don't know. Watermelon has a shockingly high glycemic index. That means it sends sugar surging into your bloodstream, just like candy. And when your blood sugar spikes, your body releases insulin. But after 60, insulin regulation becomes less precise. The result? Inflammation, especially in areas with poor circulation, your calves, ankles, and knees. After eating watermelon, you might feel mild leg fatigue, swelling around your ankles, a dragging discomfort in your thighs during short walks, increased stiffness when climbing stairs. And there's another trick to watermelon. Because it feels light, people tend to eat too much of it. One slice becomes 2, then 3, and suddenly your body is flooded with sugar and struggling to keep up. It's misleading and you think you're hydrating. But what you're really doing is spiking your blood sugar and straining your circulation. And the impact on your legs? It builds slowly. That's what makes it dangerous. So if your legs have been feeling heavier, tighter, or more swollen, especially after meals, take a second look at that watermelon on your plate. Because not everything labeled healthy is harmless. And the next fruit is even more common. It's everywhere in juices, breakfast platters, and immune boosters. Up next in Part 3, oranges, green apples, mangoes, and the fruits you should eat instead. Let's dive right back into our list with the 5th fruit that might be subtly sabotaging your leg strength and joint health. Oranges, the acidic offender in disguise. Oranges are beloved. Bright, juicy, and seemingly the ultimate health food, They're loaded with vitamin C, promoted in everything from breakfast tables to immune-boosting drinks. But for seniors, the truth may be more complicated. As we age, our joints become more sensitive and our digestive system less tolerant of certain acids. Oranges, especially in juice form, contain a significant amount of citric acid. For someone over 60, this can mean one thing: low-grade inflammation. That subtle knee ache in the morning, the nagging hip stiffness after sitting, the tingling tightness in your calves. It may not be aging alone. It could be the acidity of oranges compounding the issue. Over time, this acidity can begin to wear on sensitive joint tissue, particularly when consumed daily. And there's another layer to this. Oranges are high in natural sugar. When that sugar is absorbed too quickly, as in a glass of orange juice, it causes a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. For aging bodies, that means an insulin surge, which leads to inflammation, especially in areas with poor circulation, like your lower legs and feet. Plus, that sugar-acid combination, it's a double hit. While vitamin C is great for immune function, the delivery method matters. Daily orange juice may not be the gift it seems. So, what's the takeaway? If you love oranges, consider eating the whole fruit occasionally rather than drinking the juice. It has more fiber and a slower glycemic effect, which is better for your legs and joints. Now let's move to a fruit that appears harmless, even virtuous. It's tart, green, and crisp, but beneath its innocent skin lies something seniors need to be cautious about. Green apples, the sour surprise. Most people assume green apples are a better option than the sweeter red varieties. Less sugar, right? But that isn't the whole story. Green apples contain a compound called malic acid, which gives them their signature sour taste. Here's where it becomes tricky for older adults. Malic acid, in high quantities, can irritate tissues in the digestive tract and joints. Seniors with arthritis, joint pain, or chronic inflammation may find that green apples exacerbate their symptoms. That tingling stiffness in your knees, that tightness in the hips or calves. It might be from something as simple as that daily apple. And while green apples may not taste sweet, they still contain natural sugars that can impact blood glucose. For older adults with slower metabolism and reduced insulin sensitivity, that can mean swelling in the lower limbs, nighttime leg cramps, or general fatigue. Also, green apples are often eaten raw and without anything to buffer the sugar and acid, like fiber or protein. So you're getting a direct hit of compounds that over time could slowly wear on your mobility. What to do? If you love apples, consider switching to a cooked preparation. Steamed apples with cinnamon, for example, are easier on the stomach and have a lower impact on blood sugar. Now it's time to talk about one of the most beloved fruits in the world, the mango. Sweet, succulent, and tropical. But for seniors, it might be doing more harm than good. Mangoes, the sugar bomb with a hidden cost. Mangoes taste like dessert, and that's exactly the issue. With more sugar per serving than almost any other fruit, mangoes cause a sharp and immediate rise in blood glucose. That spike triggers inflammation, which in turn can create pressure and pain in the joints. Older bodies don't bounce back from these sugar hits as efficiently. Each time blood sugar spikes, the body reacts with inflammation, which accumulates in the legs, knees, and ankles. For those who already suffer from neuropathy or joint stiffness, mangoes may silently worsen the problem. There's also the issue of portion size. Mangoes are easy to overeat. They feel light, refreshing, and seem harmless. But 3 or 4 slices can quickly turn into a sugar surge your legs can't afford. That post-dinner heaviness in your thighs, that tingling at night in your toes, don't ignore it. Your fruit bowl might be the source. So what should you eat instead? Let's talk about the fruits that actually help your legs, strengthen your joints, and support circulation. The best fruits for seniors over 60: berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. These fruits are low in sugar and high in antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which reduce inflammation and support blood flow. They also have fiber, which slows down sugar absorption and protects against glucose spikes. Cherries in moderation. Cherries help reduce uric acid, which is crucial for preventing gout flare-ups and joint pain. A small handful is enough. They're powerful and should be enjoyed in moderation, especially by those with joint issues. Avocados. Yes, it's a fruit. Avocados are full of healthy fats, which cushion your joints and support brain function. They also help keep blood sugar stable, which means less swelling in the legs. Papaya. This tropical fruit contains enzymes that aid digestion and reduce inflammation. It's easy to digest and gentle on aging systems, making it perfect for seniors with gut or joint sensitivity. Pears. Pears are easy to digest and contain a good balance of natural sugar and fiber. When paired with a small amount of protein, like a handful of nuts, they make a balanced, joint-friendly snack. Closing thoughts? A stronger future starts with smarter choices. Aging doesn't mean giving up the fruits you love. Well, it simply means learning which ones truly support your health and which ones might be quietly working against you. For decades, we've been told that fruit is always healthy, but the truth, especially for those over 60, is far more nuanced. Some fruits that served you well in your younger years may now be causing hidden inflammation, swelling, and discomfort in your legs, the very limbs that carry you through life. Think about this. Every step you take depends on your legs, your ability to go for a walk, climb stairs, play with your grandchildren, or simply stand up from a chair. All of it depends on the strength, stability, and flexibility of your lower body. That's why it's so important to make sure your diet supports this vital foundation. By now, you've learned which 7 fruits may not be your best allies as you age. But this isn't about fear or restriction, it's about empowerment. Making smarter fruit choices doesn't mean eliminating joy from your meals. It means replacing discomfort and inflammation with energy, comfort, and confidence. It means trading sugar spikes for steady strength and swollen ankles for agile steps. Small changes lead to massive results over time. One simple adjustment, like choosing berries over grapes or avocado over mango, could be the reason your knees hurt less next week or why you feel stronger during your morning walk. These aren't just diet tweaks, they are quality of life upgrades. When you nourish your legs, you're investing in your freedom, the freedom to move without pain, to explore without limits, and to live without fear of falling or slowing down. And that's a freedom worth protecting. So here's what I want you to do now. Start with awareness. Revisit your current fruit habits. Replace trigger fruits with healing alternatives. Your body will thank you. Share this video with someone over 60 who might be unknowingly harming their legs. Subscribe to the channel if you found this helpful. We bring out content that's honest, practical, and truly aimed at helping seniors live their strongest, healthiest life. Like this video so it reaches more people who need it. Comment below. Have you experienced leg pain or swelling? Which fruit surprised you the most today? This community exists to support you. You're not alone. Thousands of others are on the same journey of reclaiming their strength, one smart habit at a time. Stay strong, stay curious, and most of all, stay moving. Because your legs don't just get you from point A to point B, they carry your entire life forward.